are back for another episode of Get a Load of This. From the Silver Creek Studios, I'm Jared.
I am Ryan.
And it's me, J Rod, and the RYN. We in the Silver Creek Studio about to do it again. Talking hella mad shit, doing beer reviews. So sit back, relax while we do what we do. I'm going to kick this motherfucker off before my man's got to piss. Without further ado, get a load of this.
Nice. Hell
wow,
yeah.
that's an original.
That's an original.
That's impressive, man.
I still love before my man's got to piss.
That's an original.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do an original.
I like it. I like it.
Once in a while.
I did have to pee really bad then too. But I had to pee really bad. I was at a wrestling tournament at a high school, and I've learned that wrestling parents
got big dicks.
No.
I mean, you should have seen this thing.
Maybe. But they're fucking gross is what it is. I've been to 2 wrestling tournaments. Kids just started doing it. So I've been to 2. Both times I've had to go to the bathroom to just take a leak.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I go in there, the smell.
What?
Everything's wet. There's fucking paper towels everywhere. And I'm like, all right, I don't have to pee anymore. And I walk right out of the damn thing. I won't. I can't do it.
What do you wipe with?
I'm like, well, who goes? I mean, how many people? It smells so bad. How many people have to go take a shit in a public place like that? I mean, what?
With no door, there's no door.
I know what it is. It's all those. It's probably the kids all like cutting weight. They're pissing and shitting right before they go on to get rid of.
There's a receptacle for all of that. You don't have to just do it anywhere.
I don't know. You go in, there's probably like a dozen of them that go in at the same time. They get off the bus.
Cross streams, man. What the fuck?
4-0 was in there. He was changing out of his. This is after the tournament, and he's in there. He wanted to change out of his singlet and put his sweatpants on and everything. And he comes out and he goes, I got it done, but I had to get out of there. And I
got it done.
I'm like, what happened? He goes, one of the toilets is overflowing. There's water everywhere. And I'm like, did you get it on? He goes, yeah, the bottom of my pants are wet.
Burn nose.
It's like, all right, you are riding in the bed. Not to touch anything. I will lift you into the truck. I just take your hands off everything. Don't touch anything. He's like, I still got to take my wrestling shoes off. I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to touch those. Because they're taped up. I mean, they tape the laces up and shit. I'm like, fuck. So I did it, and I had to go sanitize, and it was fucking gross, man. Yeah, wrestling tournaments are not for the we call it
not for the faint of heart.
It was bad. But yeah, no, you got to
walk in. They're washing their hands in the toilet. Hey, how you doing? This will be a good one, I think. Think we'll get them this time. What are you doing? Cooking? Is someone cooking in here?
No, it's amazing how quick a piss or a shit can go away whenever the situation isn't,
when it's not boding well.
When the environment is not ripe for...
it's like every day at work for me.
Well, yeah. But I'm sure that's a pleasant bathroom.
Right.
That's probably Trump's bathroom compared to...
It's got a ficus tree. There's probably a guy in there who hands you a towel and maybe scorch you with a little polo. What are those called? What are those guys called?
Bathroom attendants.
No, there's a fucking real name.
Is there?
Kramer's mom was one.
I don't know.
There's a real name for a bathroom attendant.
We're going to have to... Luckily, we have the tools. Bathroom attendant.
I want to say madam, but I know what that is.
Yeah.
There's a madam in the bathroom.
Let's see. Bathroom attendant, restaurant attendant, toilet attendant, or washroom attendant is a cleaner for a public toilet. They don't say.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's a name. I'll have to watch the Seinfeld. I'll come with it.
People, hold on. This is good. People also searched for cleaner, jazz drummer, bouncer, spy, motorman, porter, janitor,
Kramer's mom,
motorman.
What the fuck? How are those related searches? I don't get
Looking for a motorman.
Look up Kramer's mom.
All right. Do I have to be specific? Is it Cosmo?
Yeah.
Kramer's.
They'll know. Google knows.
Mom's occupation.
Well, apparently, his mom's name was Babs.
Yeah.
Who happens to work as a matron.
She's a matron.
But Kramer doesn't want anything to do with her. When she first sees her son, she yells out his first name in shock. First time in the series, the audience learns Kramer's first name, Cosmo.
That's
Interesting.
It's all matron.
Interesting.
I knew it had a fucking name.
All right.
So we were talking off the air before.
People don't think they learn shit listening to this fucking podcast. They're
right
there. Maybe
Babs
someone
Kramer
didn't know Cosmo. People may not know Cosmo.
They ought to know Cosmo.
A lot of people don't know Kramer's mom's name was Babs.
And they also don't know that I have a part down the middle of my balls. So
We all do.
My hair. I part my hair in the morning.
Okay,
It's the only thing. I still have a comb. I want one. I leave it there on the sink, and I'm like, what the hell am I going to comb? I can't reach my back.
What was it? Some comedian was talking about that. He's like, for the longest time, I thought I was defective because I had this line down the middle of my balls. Because thank God for porn, I realized that everybody's like this.
That's your plums. That's your plums, son.
Oh wow! See, this is what happens when you do a show about nothing.
That's right.
Y'all are getting Seinfeld.
Anyway, we were talking before the episode started about shopping and Amazon and all that. And the other day I was with my son and my nephew at the mall. He was getting a new phone, and I haven't been to the mall in, I don't know, a long time. But
no reason.
Right.
Yeah.
I was at the mall Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah.
So was my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had one of the previous store that this electronics, it was a Sprint store, but they used to have a Best Buy like mini store in the mall.
I know what you're talking
And
about.
it was just for mobile.
Yeah.
So that's empty. That's out of business. The Sprint store where it is now used to be something else. There's a jewelry store in a corner that's going out of business. And there's all these stores with going out of business sales and whatever, right?
What's the cookie
Pretzel?
place?
Oh, the what is it called?
Oh yeah, and this
the
is
cookie
something?
place. Yeah, Mrs. Fields or something like that. Or?
Yep.
Right.
Shut down.
So
Tore the fucking front counter clean out of it.
Wow. I mean, by design, or it was like just vandals? I
don't know.
They left some guys in the mall a little late.
Clean vandals, shitty workers. How's that
It was
sound?
Billy Bob Thornton and an African American midget.
Yeah.
This is 3/4 inch MDF. Hell yeah, we're taking it.
So my nephew asked, why are all these stores going out of business? I'm like, Amazon, of course.
Yeah.
They're putting everybody out of business. And it's just depressing to see all these shops.
Yeah, it's all going to be Annie Ann's and Cinnabons in like 5 years. There's nothing. I mean,
only because you won't be able to email yourself a fucking Cinnabon.
Right? That's hard to. Oh man, maybe it can happen.
3D printing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos is working on how to ship
There's
a
drone
Cinnabon.
hovering over our front porch right now, dropping.
I really want a Cinnabon, and you click a button, and 5 minutes later, the drone drops it down your chimney like Santa Claus.
Fucking people won't leave their homes. If that shit starts to happen, you won't even know what season it is.
It's getting to be like WALL-E, like the movie WALL-E, where everybody just sits and stares at a. You never seen it?
No.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's telling, and there's some truth to it. Obviously, it's exaggerated, but
I've seen Short Circuit. Is that similar?
No, a little different.
I've seen 1 and 2 of Short Circuit. Johnny Five, great actor.
Although the robot WALL-E does look a little bit like Johnny Five.
I knew it was a robot movie.
Johnny
Five.
But they're just a bunch of people that sit around in their chairs and they have VR, virtual reality glasses on, and they just sit around on a cruise ship all their life watching programming that's predefined for them.
We should be able to allow to walk in their home and shoot them.
Well, yeah. I mean, but I think that's where we're heading. Everybody just wants to sit.
Drain.
Everybody wants to sit in their house and watch their screen.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like sitting in my house too, but I like to be out.
Yeah, I would go nuts sitting there doing nothing. I mean,
living in a fucking fantasy world? Are you kidding me?
If it's real enough.
Well, I don't want to go to the mall, but I don't want to sit at my house 24 hours a day for the rest of my life. I mean, it's like we've talked about. Maybe we have. I've talked about this with other people about. If you win the lottery...
Wait, you know other people?
A few. Just a couple that tolerate me. But yeah, if you win the lottery, would you quit your job? What would you do? Would you just sit around? I was like, I couldn't. I would have to...
Oh, I'd quit
Couldn't quit your job?
I mean, I maybe quit my job, but I couldn't not have a job. I couldn't have... I mean...
No. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I would
do
have
something creative.
Yeah, you can go... I'd go work in a soup kitchen for an hour. I don't know.
Right.
I'd fucking fold coats. Whatever.
But the people out there that just don't want to do any of that shit, they just check out from that. They didn't win the lottery. Maybe they won a government lottery, but
$1,400 a month. Hell yeah!
But they just want to sit on their sofa and watch Judge Judy all day or whatever.
Play Fortnite
and play Fortnite. And I don't get it. I mean, I don't know what happened to society.
Because people don't want. There's no want. There's no drive. There's no nothing. Oh, fuck. Case in point. Recently, yesterday, one of the big trade schools here in town shut down completely.
Yeah. Well, that's a national thing. Vatterot's
Well, yeah,
a national
it is
they're
school.
shut down.
Yeah,
Wow.
Abruptly.
Wow.
Everyone gone. Gone. No severance either.
Yeah,
My wife knows somebody.
all the teachers, all the professors are gone, all administration, everybody.
Because
And-
nobody's enrolling in a trade school
No,
anymore?
there was plenty of people enrolled, I think.
There was plenty of
I think it
people
was mismanagement of money.
Well, no, what happened was they lost the ability to have federally backed loans.
Right.
And before they lost that, they were trying to sell the company. Well, now that they don't have a selling,
They got nothing to sell because the government said you're...
Yeah, so you would have to basically have either you would have to have wealthy students,
Yeah.
or you would have to have privatized banking, which they're never going to back a student loan.
So here's
With
how...
much higher interest
Here's
rates.
how I
is what
read
would
it.
be
I think I read the same thing you did. Probably the same source. And
I don't read.
this is the same source. They said that the Department of Education, the United States Department of Education, said that they were no longer going to secure federal funding for Vatterott specifically.
Because they did something wrong? Did they
I don't know
mismanage
about
something?
Well,
Or?
I think that's what they don't give you in the story. But I think it's because the Department of Education is like, and it's Trump Department of Education, and he's cutting where he feels is right, and Betsy DeVos, his appointee, is cutting where she feels is right. And if a school is getting government funding, I think they're holding it to a certain standard. And there's a lot of these schools. Vatterott is widely regarded as a paper mill, where they just, you show up and they're gonna give you a certificate. You're gonna get your underwater basket weaving degree, or you're gonna get your
Well, it's not even
ENT certification.
Yeah, they actually have and maybe this is what he's wanting to do, and if he is, bravo to him. They have for real skills that they teach there. They do an automotive collision class there now, or did.
Right.
But, and he has said it, I have heard Trump say it himself, he's wanting to bring back apprenticeships. And if that's what he's doing, and if that's what it means is you cut the school out, the middleman in my eyes, and now go to these unions and these dealerships and things like that, and let those people know, hey, we're not giving money to this anymore. Maybe we can drop a little bit to you guys so that you can fund apprenticeship programs, so that you can offset the cost that it is to train, because it's a lot less when you're hands-on.
Well, right. And I think another question that I have,
and they're instantly working, so they're already paying into taxes. If you're sitting in a classroom, you're not paying taxes.
But they're also being productive, as opposed to just saying, "Oh, I want to go to school."
No, they're not, because you had just said their paper mill and underwater basket weaving is not
with
productive.
what you just proposed. Why Trump's doing this, or if we're guessing a lot of things here, but if that's the case, then they're productive members of society. If they're an apprentice, they're making a paycheck, working. And they're paying taxes too, certainly, but they're working, and they're not just going to school. Nothing wrong with kids that just go to school, but I think that there's a lot of those degrees that are at the Vatterotts, or the other
Rankin.
Rankin.
EI, which is a Vatterott now. Well, was.
So,
I'm going to get my degree in my Beats lab, motherfucker.
I don't think they call them this anymore. The secretarial schools, but like the I can't remember the name of it, but they're for to learn how to be a executive assistant, a secretary, as they used to call it.
Where would that be? That I don't even know what. They do. Yeah, you're right.
I can't remember the name of the school. It's a
Sanford
woman's
Brown.
name. Sanford Brown. Yeah, Sanford Brown's one of them. There's a couple of them, and I think those are going by the wayside too, because
a hair stow.
Yeah, because people go to these schools, they get the certification. The people who are hiring these people look at it as, nowadays, I think 15, 20 years ago, maybe different, but nowadays look at it like, that doesn't mean dick. It doesn't mean squat to people.
I think
they know what these for-profit organizations are doing.
Right. Yeah, and some of those, I'll call them trade schools, but whatever that would be, private, whatever. They're not necessarily cheap. It's not. You might only go 2 years or whatever, but you're going to spend as much as you would at a 4-year school. So
I know when I got my basketball scholarship to the University of Phoenix, I was there a year, and then they dropped me. So then I went and played left tackle for Aldi's.
Yeah,
and it worked.
What was
out.
the recruiting like for that University of Phoenix?
They didn't check my height. What's your vert?
Or your vertical?
Told them. What's your vert? Yeah. Yes. You're a power forward, I can tell. I can tell by your keystrokes you're a power forward.
Or a power bottom. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm a power top all the way. Anybody out there looking, I'm a power top all the way. I need a sub bottom.
Well, speaking of kind of where we're going with society and, not everybody wanting to do trade schools and whatever, we were also talking previously about the that viral video that's going around about the glitter bomb and this guy sabotaging people who are stealing his packages off the front porch. What got me the most about that whole video was the number of people stealing packages off the front porch. And it wasn't just his porch. He had his neighbor's porch and a bunch of other people. And it wasn't, you kind of picture as like,
would you see the video of
or
the
whatever
little
that are
kid
coming up and stealing? There was like a couple, like a middle-aged white couple that just walks up to his porch. They both had backpacks on. They just grab a package and walk to the next house. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people that they just walk around stealing your shit off your front porch?
This episode brought to you by Ring Doorbell.
Yeah,
yeah, no shit. Would you see the one where the little, there's like a 7-year-old walked up and did it, coached by mom in the car?
Oh my god,
because she's too fucking lazy to get out of the car and go steal it herself.
You're too fucking lazy to steal.
You're not going to school today, Billy.
So, now this is what I'm thinking, because at that point there's nothing. You've lost all with me. But what if someone would have opened the door and been like, "Fuck you want?"
What if someone?
What, am I rolled out?
Well,
yeah,
right. But what if someone would open that door didn't have a video, didn't have a Ring doorbell, but just heard somebody out there
and
messing
blast
around and just blow,
kill the 7-year-old, smoke that little 7-year-old right in the face.
I mean, I think that's where we're probably heading. That shit happens in Texas. I think the chances that the 7-year-old having a hole in his head is a lot higher. You know,
right? And then wear the car out while it's skirting off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I buy a lot of crap on Amazon. There's been a lot of boxes on my porch.
Yeah, me too.
And it scares me if no one's home that like, fuck, that's gonna be sitting there. There's a lot of money sitting on my porch.
I do worry about that, but as far as I know, we've never had anything stolen off our front porch.
Dude, I got
fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Knock on wood.
I was watching football.
But apparently it happens a lot. I've had coworkers that have complained about. Well, I don't know about in our town, but in our area, St. Louis area, I know a lot of people that have had stuff stolen.
Oh yeah. I found a package in front of my truck.
Really?
I mean, it was for me.
Right.
It was for Emma. But yeah, and in front of my truck, like they didn't leave it.
They didn't even go to the front porch. Or was it a bigger box? Was it maybe they were trying to conceal it?
Yeah, that's what they were probably doing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
I
big
appreciate
box.
that.
Nah, fuck me. I left. So at one point, I left and I went to the store and I came back and that's when I seen it. So that means when I left, now I just got this thing
sitting on your driveway.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
Have you noticed all the, I think they're even branded Amazon, like minivans or box trucks or whatever going around. So it's not just
FedEx
UPS
or
and
UPS.
FedEx. Yeah, it's like there's actual Amazon trucks going around delivering shit. And a lot of times it's just private people that just sign up and say, I'll be the driver.
They're renting U-Hauls and Penske's and shit too.
The Amazon has a service that if you have, I forget the brand of the lock, but it's a smart lock for your front door.
Oh yeah, they'll let it in the house.
And if you give them permission, Amazon will show up.
Would you do that?
Fuck no.
You don't. If I'm doing it, I'm only ordering sheets, and I want the fucker to change my bed.
Right. I mean,
change the sheets on my bed.
If I had a sound security system and I had cameras everywhere, then maybe.
His house had 47 Teddy Kings.
Then maybe I would allow that to happen. But
fuck
I mean,
no.
it would be. Do you trust that delivery guy to not fuck with your shit more than you trust neighbors or whoever to not steal a big ass package off your front porch?
If you do, you're damned if you don't. I don't want someone in my house that I don't know. I don't know that I would do that. Now,
what if you had? Do you have a semi-regular UPS guy? Like it's always the same guy?
I have no idea. I've never seen the guy.
You know who'd know that though?
Okay.
Yeah. We could find out.
All right. I mean, I was gonna say if you do, I remember. I can't say I know for sure if we do, but I know our office always had the same guy every day would come deliver. So I mean, you'd almost trust that guy.
Take him to lunch.
Did more than that.
You want to go to the bathroom? I never use.
Time.
Let's go in the bathroom.
So I know this statement's going to get me and give me a lot of shit from you guys, but we had a cleaning lady growing up.
Really? It's hard to imagine.
Did she have a boat to get across the moat?
Yeah. I knew this was going to go bad, but hold on.
You're going to have to hold on.
Fly her in?
You're going to have to bring about 4 or 5 pounds of meat.
Maid service. I mean, it was like once every 2 weeks.
Maid service.
It was like Merry Maids or something. Like 3 ladies showed up to the house.
3. He didn't have He had thrice.
I think it was
maid
2 or 3.
Thrice.
Well, it didn't end well. As far as I'm concerned, it did, because well, this is back in the day, and I had a Sega Genesis.
They stole it.
No, but they stole games.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't notice it because they were games I didn't play like all the time.
Because he had so many.
No, I mean I honestly didn't have that many. It was like, but it
Doubles
was
again.
probably a month.
Give it to the help.
It was probably a month before I realized that there was shit gone. And I went to my parents and I was like, "Hey, I'm missing some shit." And they're like, "Oh, you probably just loaned them to your buddy, or you just misplaced them." I'm like, "No, I'm pretty sure I know."
So what I'm hearing right now is Ryan got the maids fired.
Yeah, well,
fire them whores.
I think my dad called the company, and their answer was, "Well, we're bonded and insured." So that I can't imagine they would do that. I'm like, just because your company is bonded and insured doesn't mean you didn't hire a fucking derelict that stole shit, So I don't know if they fired him or if we got a different company or whatever, but I always got pissed off by the cleaning lady coming too, because we had to clean the fucking house before the cleaning lady came. Yeah, and I was like, why the hell? Why is that bitch coming tomorrow if I got to go around and clean the goddamn house?
Yeah, place looks great. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's Tuesday. Merry Maids is coming tomorrow. We got to clean.
Yeah.
What? This is self-defeating.
I had a buddy that whose family had a cleaning lady, and they always had to clean the house the day before the cleaning lady came.
It drove me nuts. I mean, I guess the idea is you pick up. You're not cleaning. You're picking up so they can vacuum and dust and all that. Well, yeah, whatever.
Shit, white baseboards.
Yeah, whatever. I don't. We've never had a cleaning lady in my adult life. Maybe someday.
We have.
Have you? Well,
yeah.
Grandma.
No. Christine. She hired somebody. We had one. We had one that came, and she was, I don't know how much she wasn't very expensive. How would I have her? But she came. Well, I was off work that day. I called in or something, and which that never happens. So I was at home baiting. I don't think I was baiting at that point, but I was at home watching TV.
Go away, I'm baiting.
Exactly. All right, come on in. You're gonna have a mess to clean now. No, clean over there. Any rate, they come to the door and they start knocking. Well, I'm like, I don't want you people fucking here.
Yeah.
So I don't answer, and I'm just sitting there, act like I don't hear. Then I get up, they knock again, and I looking through the window and shit.
Oh, yeah, they can see your ass. Yeah,
they see me, and I just get up, went in the kitchen. I was like, eventually they're gonna leave. I'll wait them out.
They'll get the point.
Yeah, I'll stall these bitches out. I don't care. The fuck, they were there 45 minutes. These bitches,
they want to get paid.
Yeah, they got nothing else to do.
Yeah, well,
I mean, the next appointment's not.
They're probably charging you anyway. We stood outside your house for 45 minutes.
We saw you.
Yeah. So they called my bride and they said, "Yeah, we seen him in there. He was home. He didn't obviously he didn't want you in the house." Yeah. So
I don't know. I have a problem with people being in my house that I don't know. I would not.
Sure.
I would not feel comfortable with it. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know.
That shit don't. Come on in. I don't give a shit.
Especially if it's a UPS driver or some shit like that.
I wouldn't want a UPS driver in there.
I don't know. That's the other thing with I drive a Mopar product, and 5 years ago they had the recall on the stereo. The Jeeps were getting hacked into.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was in the St. Louis area, I think, where it started. I mean, but it was vulnerability within the stereo, and it was nationwide recall. And basically, because
they're going to start playing what it wanted to hear.
No, because those cars, it was like the first generation of having Wi-Fi for the car, so you could create a hotspot from your car stereo through Sirius or whatever.
You had to pay for it.
You had to pay for it
because I got it. I had it, but
it's a hole.
But the hack was the ECU. They could take over your car.
Yep.
The one guy
they could accelerate it. They could.
The test was this guy was on an on ramp and they shut his car down, and he's just sitting there, and he's like, there's semis flying by him, and he's, and they were able to activate his brakes while he's driving.
Did they put like a firewall in him?
The recall was a software update that just closed down that security hole in the software. It was a completely software problem. But so
that's a good movie, Security Hole.
So the same thing goes for a smart lock on your front door, or any of these smart technologies that are out there. So
some fucking brazen criminal who's got a little bit of sense, well, not even a little bit of sense, just a millennial, probably walk up fucking Facebook your fucking door open.
Facebook your fucking door. Oh yeah, that's good. I mean, but in reality, I got a window there. They could just break the fucking window and unlock
if they want to get in your house.
If they want to get bad enough, they're going to get in.
Right.
And with the smart lock and camera and shit, you're going to see them doing it if they kick your door in or they.
So I'm real tempted to go full board and get all this shit. Get the Ring doorbell.
My
or some
wife
version of that.
I want to get the Ring doorbell only because I want to run up and fuck with it.
Well, she wants it for not for people getting in. She wants it for the kids getting out. She wants to know if our kids are coming and going, or
that's
having friends over or whatever. Yep.
No, I think there's a lot of merit to it, but I'm also hesitant. I was an early adopter of Alexa and the Amazon Dot and Alexa and all that stuff. Echo. We've got like 4 in our house, and now there's Google, and they got the Facebook thing out now. And not that I don't know that I'd switch, but there's better ones out. Even Amazon has better Alexa.
What's that Portal?
That's
Google
Facebook,
Portal.
I think. Oh, there's Google has their Google Assistant. I think what's it called Google Home. Google Home.
Yeah, but it's called the Portal or something.
That's Facebook, I think. That's a product sold by Facebook, which is
I know they have a new one. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it's like a big screen that like follows you around the fucking house. I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
See, I don't need all that now because
But again, that's where you get into. Not very long ago, we were all paranoid about every little thing. Don't put this information out there. Hide this password. Turn this off. Don't leave.
Now you put your whole world out there.
And now it's
you're letting us cameras into your fucking
house. You're letting them in your house. Fucking everyone's gonna be a sitcom.
I mean, it was one thing to let Alexa into my house where she's listening allegedly all the time, and I think she is.
She is. She's a witness in like murder cases now.
Yeah. So all right, I was willing to accept that. Like, all right, that's fine. What am I going to do? What are they going to hear? This they want to listen in on my fucking miserable goddamn life.
Know, right?
Alexis got so pissed she packed her bags, was leaving. No, Alexis, I'll tell you a joke.
Like him. They're not.
I'll tell you a joke. I swear to God. We'll keep it going. We'll keep it spicy here, sweetheart. I'm not going to kill anybody.
But now you're putting the camera on these Alexa devices, and now they have an eye. Now, first it's an ear, then it's an eye. Now, what's next?
It's basically like it's
before you leave the house, you got to get raped by Alexa.
It's going to be a flesh helmet coming right at you. Yeah, it's basically you're getting a what's that? The camera up your ass called? Colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Every household, the front door is basically the sphincter. And now the cameras are in, and we're all walking into this.
But we're all allowing it. I mean, I'm sure that these
allowing it.
That's the thing. There's all this convenience now, right?
Yeah.
So is it worth it to you to have a little bit of risk versus all this convenience?
I don't know, man.
That's what everybody wants now.
I'll tell you what, it's pretty cool that I can say, Alexa, turn on my Christmas tree. And the bitch does. And it's cool. And I could turn it off from here. I could turn off on both the upstairs and the downstairs trees and fuck with the kids.
I do that shit too.
Alexa, send my banking information to Russian bots.
Right.
I always say, hey, turn the fucking tree on. I could do it from right here. I just got a call. Hey, what are you doing? I don't know. Watch the TV. Turn the fucking tree off. All right.
No, but I think that kind of shit's cool. I think that's what sucks people in is that they're like, oh, that's cool. I can put this light switch in and I can walk into my house and say, Alexa, set the mood for dinner time, and all the lights go to the right levels that make you the happiest or whatever the fuck it is,
That's crazy.
But people are doing it all over the place.
I ain't trying to hear that.
And houses, I think, new houses that will be built from this day forward are going to be outfitted. Like, we were all excited about building a house that had wired for surround sound. It's like that was a big deal. Or had a RJ45 jack in every in every room.
I was more excited about the whole ceiling fans in every room.
Yeah, right. And our parents before this were whole home vacuum systems, and now you've got I mean, just the amount of technology that can be put into a house upon construction is
Jetsons.
ridiculous. It is. It's getting there. It's crazy.
My buddy with the fancy wallet said Travax.
It's an $80 wallet.
AYVAX, and he thinks it's the Element model. Travax Element. Look it up.
Man, you need a fucking wallet. It's got 2 names. Ain't that fucked up?
Telling you,
bougie motherfucker.
Awesome. You're gonna like
Travax Element. Google predicted my. Maybe it heard you.
Probably.
That's a $70 wallet.
That's a $70 wallet.
Jeez.
Must be on sale.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's one for $64.99. They are cool though. I mean, I don't know. Look, I got the cool keychain that all my keys, slide into the little slot, so that it doesn't jingle. But this one's broken. Of course, now it's not going to break on it. But yeah, it doesn't stay put anymore. But I like that kind of cool shit like that.
Right.
That it's compact and I don't know, whatever. Maybe I'm weird.
No,
definitely.
Little Metro, maybe.
Yeah. Something like that.
Bordering on douchey.
We are definitely cut from the different loincloth. I hang closer to the asshole.
Yeah, she ain't gonna buy me a Travax. Well, she's gonna.
You don't know if you don't ask.
Here, I'll type it in here.
Travax.
It's my fucking money anyway.
There it is. Now there it is. Yeah, MAGA.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just being real. It's like, all right, you're gonna go buy me Christmas gifts with. I'll just buy it myself.
She's a hard-working woman. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, she is. She's all right. Moving on. So, you fucking guys. Hey. So this episode's coming out on Christmas Eve.
Christmas
Eve or Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve.
It'll be like late the night before Christmas Eve.
Right on. So if you happen to be listening to this on Christmas Eve. Or Christmas Day. Maybe you're sitting around the Yule log.
A log.
It's not a log.
I'm not saying I have a log. I mean, as in, Yule.
In the event you are, whether you have a log or not, well, we want to wish you a happy Christmas. And we are going to, we're going to...
Do what?
Risotto.
We're going to do them?
We're going to do a little beer deal here, and I think we'll do a celebratory shot.
All right.
You think they're cold
enough?
enough?
They're cold enough? I mean, they've been there for a while.
A while, like 20 minutes. I'll do it. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Maybe
I like drinking. No, let's do the drink, and then we'll do the shot.
All right.
All right.
Fair enough. I like it. Where's the beer?
I like it. Oh yeah, I'm up.
Yeah. Come on, Joe.
So I think we talked about this in one of our episodes. The risotto.
Yeah. It was
risotto show
one or
beer.
2 episodes ago.
And what's it called?
It's called
Taking Care of Rizzness.
Every day.
Do you said your wife listens to the risotto show
all the time?
All the time.
Yep.
You just every day. I guess I got to start. I'm too busy catching up on podcasts and trying to see what our competition is out there. Oh, we get
a lot colder when I pulled them out of my beer fridge in the basement.
They warmed up in your ice cooler.
Well,
I do.
This is different. I keep my ice in the
okay.
jingle bell bag.
Yeah.
I do like O'Fallon Brewery. They have I have some friends that are friends with those guys.
Yeah.
Back when I was doing homebrew stuff and.
Is that the cool thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right.
Okay, I want to talk about that too. So, Ryan surprised
he can open it with his dick.
his podcast buddies with a cool Christmas present. Is there a name for this thing?
I don't know. I'm sure there probably is.
Badass though.
Christmas. Are we pouring these in a glass and everything?
We got them. Yep.
It's a bottle opener. I got the
It's
boys
a bottle opener,
opener,
but it's this really awesome stainless steel. It looks like it's about a little bigger than the size of a shot glass or whatever, but it looks like a
looks
cap
like a salt
kind of
shaker.
thing. Yeah, and you put it on the top of your bottleneck and just pop it down, and
Don't push, don't pop. It
pulls.
could break.
Well, yeah. It
Why don't you
pulls
go
the
ahead and do
cap
that?
off.
Show us how it's
All right,
done.
show you how it's done. There you go. I just popped it down, and it's magnetized, so the cap stays
doesn't go
inside.
everywhere.
You can just. That's badass.
Yeah.
See, that to me, that's cooler than Alexa. Well, because it serves a purpose.
Yeah. And it's got a good solid clunk.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. This is the first time I've used it.
He did get himself one too. So
Well, I did, but I'm actually going to have to gift it to somebody else. So I'm going to have to go back on the old Amazon and.
Why do you got to do that?
I got. My
because you
dad's
have
hard to
someone
buy
to give
for.
it to. Okay, that's fine.
So when I got him and I saw him, I was like, "Oh, I think my dad would dig that." All he does is drink Molson out of a bottle.
Yeah, right.
So it's perfect for him.
So let's talk about this beer a little bit. O'Fallon Brewing Company, O'Fallon Brewery. Taking Care of Rizzness. Does it say it's an amber ale?
Mm-hmm. It says everything on the side. If you go to, oh no, it's on the side of the box
On the package.
Oh, Jesus.
and I didn't bring that with me.
But it does have the 4 hosts of the show. We
Yes,
got Burton, Riz, Patrico, and Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Someday, boys, we'll have our
That's
beer.
right.
Get a load of this ale.
Shit, can you imagine? And I'll probably fucking hate it.
Oh my God! What
This is garbage. Who fucking brewed this
Our
shit?
beer, man.
Gooseneck shit. I ain't doing it.
We filtered it through your sock, Joe. That's it.
It's your beer.
We had the essence of Joe.
Yeah.
Some people put orange rind. We put Joe's stank from his boot.
He poured it through his work underwear.
Oh, Jesus.
So let's describe this. It's pretty murky. It's not dark. It's
It's a little
definitely an
cloudy.
amber beer,
Yeah.
but cloudy.
All right, we doing it?
No sniff test. Yeah. Let's go.
All right, let's do this.
That's pretty tasty.
It's good. I like it.
Well, it could be colder. It's gone for Joe.
Jesus.
Yeah.
One drink. Everybody knows the rules.
Yep.
So,
They were a lot colder at the house. I pulled
that's
them
good,
out,
though.
and they were awesome.
can you compare it to something? It tastes similar to something we've. Maybe that the answer. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've been drinking Yingling stuff. I've still got Yingling and Nola Blonde Ale. So my palate is a little bit
Yeah.
I think
tainted, I think it's milder.
I think it finishes really well.
Yeah. It's not too hoppy.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't really have that kind of smokiness to it.
I think it's a clean
sure
beer.
how I would
It's just
describe it, yeah.
it's just a good clean.
Yeah.
It's just
Good,
crisp
clean beer.
enough.
It's got a lot of.
I don't
It's
think
got a
it's
lot of
something-
flavor. I think Joe's
Oh.
right. The end of it is there's not a lot of aftertaste. It's not funky. Doesn't.
It's not something I can sit down and pound 12 of.
no. What's the alcohol?
No, but you
5.
could drink this easily if you're not into the IPAs and all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, and you want to be
This is-
bougie. This
yeah,
is
this is
perfect.
good.
Plus, this is hip for around here because this is a great radio station and a great radio morning show.
Yeah.
Right. You know what? My wife, so I tell you, she listens to it all the time. Recently, she has been streaming their video on YouTube, and it's just the 4 of them. They each have their own camera,
Yeah.
and it's just their,
Is it like
it's their
4 like
head or whatever.
quadrants
Yeah,
on the screen?
Right.
That's cool.
So, I mean, it's essentially what we're going to end up doing or whatever, or a lot of people already do.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. It's a
Well,
nice
if our
way
producer
to.
would ever get that table
I'm
built,
telling you.
You know,
it'd be nice if you had some help.
Well, there's that too. Be nice if the guy who promised to bring the
Hey, man.
whatever jig over actually brought it.
So now what I'm
Watch your
thinking
mouth.
is
Watch your mouth.
that we're giving a shout out to this the good folks at the Rizzuto show.
Mm-hmm.
Should maybe shout out, get a load of this.
Yeah, maybe
And-
that'd be
right.
cool.
And they do take emails. So Jared, maybe you should.
Do they have? I'm sure they got a Facebook and a Twitter and an
you
Instagram
got
and all that stuff.
everything.
We're gonna hit them hard. We're gonna hit them hard with whatever
That's right.
we can muster here. But the
I like them. They're good people. They're
you're
good.
right.
They're good to listen
Well, yeah,
to.
105.7 The Point is a great radio station, and
And they have a podcast too. I forget what.
yeah.
It's
Don't they
called.
publish the show?
It's basically the show without the commercials.
Without the
which is
commercials,
great.
which is
That's the
kinda
way to
cool,
listen
yeah.
to it. It's no commercials. But we do like advertisers and commercials. So if anybody wants to advertise on Get a Load of This,
right.
we would love to.
Hopefully, someone like a
Do
realtor
they
that's
still-
got a free island, or maybe a boat company.
Right. Do they still do on their podcast? Do they do the live reads where they like talk about, hey, head on down to, I
Yeah.
just got my
Yeah.
floors redone by
Right.
Joe's Flooring. They still do that kind of
They're
stuff.
always getting their floors redone. It's crazy.
Right.
Every couple of weeks
Always.
Well, they're rich, They instead of having an island, they just get their floors done every 2 weeks.
with their
I'm rich,
beer money.
bitch. Well, it's a good beer. I
It is
like
good.
it.
Maybe we could be guests on the Rizzuto show. Do you
I would
think?
love that.
Yeah.
Bring us on. I'll even take a half day at work.
Right on.
Hell, I'll take the
Has
whole
it been
day.
the
'cause
we
same
I'm
gotta-
getting
crew?
drunk.
Has it been the
No,
same?
no. See, this used to be
So
the Woody.
Rizzuto Patrico.
Well, Patrico used to be just a producer, or like the guy that would you'd call when you called. you got him.
Really?
Now he's on the show.
Who's
the guy that used to be with Rizzuto?
Woody.
Right.
And now he's out in California. And
he's back in St. Louis.
No, he's not in St. Louis.
Recently.
No, he's not. He's
on 104 or whatever.
Right,
I thought that was out of Alton.
No.
Okay.
No, the station is,
he's
but
syndicated.
He's syndicated.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah, he's syndicated, which is what he wanted to do with the Woody and Rizzuto show, but they didn't do it.
Someday, boys, we're going to syndicate our asses.
Burton used to be on, his name is Jeff, and they used to be on a Tom and Jeff afternoon show,
right,
which I used to call in. They'd give the number, and they would read what you said, and I would call. I called in twice. One time I didn't get on. The other time I got on and said,
"There's a bomb in the building." Oh, wait,
no, that was probably my first one. I said, "I like to masturbate with a plastic bag on my head," and it went on the air, and I laughed.
You too?
I heard that, and then Moon. He is a fucking legitimate full-on rock star who is the lead singer for Greek Fire and Story of the Year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's got some good shit, dude.
Seems like a lot of these radio guys are also musicians, and
and Patrico is he's a DJ, like does weddings and shit.
Right.
You have a lot of time on your hands as a musician. Night gigs, nothing going on today.
Right. That's cool. It's a good beer.
Yeah, it is good.
So. And we will, we're going to...
Thank you for bringing that in, Joe.
Yeah, Joe. So you went down to a live thing and met them, right? No. Is that... No, okay.
No. So we did.
You did. Yeah. That's what it was. Okay.
And
I drink a lot during these conversations. Okay. I tend to forget things.
So you got a dog?
How many kids you got?
Is Russ in the Navy?
Now, where did you get this beer?
Schnucks.
Okay, so they are selling it locally?
Yeah, they still got it. I actually found another beer that I want to do, and I think it's 4204 at Schneider's.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the pecan or the pecan beer.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that taste in a beer, so I'd like to review that beer next.
Yeah, the one we had...
Not now. Like, hey, where's it at, fucker?
I'll be right back.
The one we had, the salted caramel, is a salted caramel pecan.
Mm-hmm.
That's a limited one, but they have the other pecan that's regular.
Yeah.
I think they have it all the time, so... Yeah, we'll try that sometime. Good stuff.
On. What else you want to talk about, boys?
I don't know.
I got a fucking rash on my ass that just isn't going away. Oh, I know what we're talking about. We're talking about getting fucking loaded.
Oh, that's right. We got some fireball.
Fireball!
1 or 2 episodes ago, I think Joe mentioned we should do some shots.
Shot.
So now let's backtrack a little bit here. When we started this,
we could have left these in while we backtracked.
It's pretty cold. You feeling?
It's not bad.
It's frosty.
So when we started this podcast, Jared was kind of a new drinker. Wasn't a heavy drinker.
You keep saying that like you introduced me to beer or something.
No. I mean, you drank, but you weren't drinking.
You gonna hammer this back?
Yeah.
You weren't drinking as much.
Apparently, I have a problem now.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem when you can always look to someone and be like, well, I ain't him. I ain't Joe. Come on,
Could
sweetie.
be worse.
Yeah. Come on, sweetie. I'm not Joe.
So who knew that about a year later we'd be hammering back a fireball shot.
Right. Yeah.
Here's to get a load of this and all of our fans, and Merry Christmas to all, and hopefully we can rattle off another episode after this.
To all a fucked up next episode.
Here we go.
Oh, that first! Wow! Oh yeah, that first one sits you down.
Good.
And
so I don't think we addressed this. We just did a shot of Fireball,
cinnamon whiskey.
So this is never a good sign.
Whiskey,
whiskey and Ryan. They really,
yeah, but that ain't a lot of whiskey.
No, it's not. It was just a little bottle. We got little airplane bottles from the gas station. You know.
You know what I like about it? It says whiskey with natural cinnamon flavor.
Oh, well, that makes all the difference.
Right.
Now like that it's natural,
organic,
I feel much better about
kosher,
it.
I think.
My wife can't complain at all.
Right.
It's natural.
Is it gluten-free?
It's naturally the reason why I'm vomiting on the stairs. It's all natural.
Why is Joe on our sofa? Well, it was all natural.
It's all natural. It's herbs. It's from the earth. Just let them be.
Ryan's in your daughter's bed.
Jesus, now we've taken a wicked turn.
Thankfully, she's not.
But where is she?
No, yeah, we're not. That's why we only brought 3 little bottles.
I
go beyond that.
Yeah,
and then
I like to do them. I've actually turned into quite a fucking drunk.
I think they're $1 a piece.
Oh yeah, they're less than that. They're $8.87 at Walmart for 10 of them.
Is that right?
That seems reasonable.
It's. Did you see the way he said that? That's tremendous.
Oh, we're gonna have fun. Hey, you know what? If you're listening to this one and you know, look, we got nothing. We got no topic.
Pins and needles for the second one.
Christmas Eve. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We're trying to Seinfeld your asses with a show about nothing. But next one, because Jared's kind of a lightweight. Maybe.
Jesus,
what?
I would say he's a seasoned vet now.
I know. Well, when it comes to hard liquor,
street cred.
But hard liquor, you don't.
That's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
Get that shit intravenously, man. No, it's going to be interesting, and we're not going to slow down. We're going to drink more beer, and we're going to have a good time. So New Year's episode,
man.
The New Year's episode is going to be lit.
Oh yeah,
that one's.
I didn't even think
huge.
of that. That's all right. Yeah, ding dong. So wash my balls.
Do you guys get time off? Do you take time off around the holidays? Like
I get this year. So coming up next week, I'll be off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah,
and then I'll work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I'm off Saturday, Sunday. I could take my day that I have for my birthday off Monday, and then be off Tuesday. So I could have 2 4-day, but I don't know if I think I'm going to go in Monday.
I got to work both those. The 24th and the 31st.
I'm off. I'm off the 24th.
I don't get it off, but I can take a vacation day if I want. I think
now,
I'm going to.
Fuck. Did I get those days and you guys don't?
Well, because I'm in the financial services world, and if the stock market's open, my business is open.
There's a swell rumor going around that the president, God love him, might.
We're talking about the president of
the United States, of this America.
Okay.
Might give, because we all get Christmas and New Year's off, might give Eve off because it's a Monday. And it would be very inconvenient for everybody to come in on a Monday and then take Tuesday off. So
yeah, sure.
And a lot of times, this is a little inside secret with the way the government works. A lot of times on these major holidays, they get off essentially.
Don't tell me I don't want to die.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Jesus, we give him one little shot, and all of a sudden he's giving state secrets.
No shit, you're an easy lay.
No, they get essentially a half day off the day before. So it's actually 3 hours. It used to be 4 hours, but they get 3 hours off the day before a major holiday. So generally it's, whatever day they'll get to go home early the day before. It's awesome. So they're already going to get that anyway. Not every time, but generally they do. I don't. Contractors, that's me. They don't get that half day off. But there's rumors. I don't know if it's going to happen. That he's going to give the whole day off.
Wow, man.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I'm off that day. Paid, too. It's awesome.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I think that's the way the companies should do it. Around the holidays, they should give you as much time to be with your family. That's the right thing to do, And plus, even if your business is open, like mine is, everybody else is gone.
Yeah,
everybody's taking days off.
Right.
So I got to work, but it's going to be slow days. There's not going to be a lot to do because nobody's there. There's a skeleton crew. I think I'm going to
call and open an account.
Yeah, right on.
Hey,
that's good.
Hey, how you doing? I know this is the crappiest day ever to do this. You're probably going to have to call some people in, but I'm ready to start trading. First time ever.
Yeah, so we're going to need some training.
Yeah.
My brother essentially gets, and he's a contractor as well for the government, defense and all that. His company essentially gives them 2 weeks off. So it's like the week around Christmas, depends on when that holiday falls. And then after going into New Year's, they get that whole period off, paid. And so it just basically doesn't count against their vacation or anything. You just get paid time off.
He's a contractor as well?
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Every fucking year.
When I worked in the factory, same thing. When I worked there, it was so it would be Friday would be my last day, and I wouldn't come back until the day after New Year's Day. And in July was retooling. So the week of 4th of July, no matter what day it fell on, was retooling.
So they shut down the plant.
Shut down and paid.
That's
nice.
Cool. Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
I would get off this Friday, wouldn't go back till then. And then in July, we always did a retooling week. And then I actually worked that retooling week because I wanted to have that time off when my daughter was born.
Right.
That's how long ago it's been since I was there, but
It's been a while.
been a minute.
Yeah. So, well, I think we're out of gas on this one. I did
I was
have
going to
one.
ask, if we are, because I need a drink.
I did have one last thing that I promised to do during this episode, and
He's going to moon us.
yeah, I'm gonna yeah.
You're going to see fucking Brown Eye. Put a monocle in that baby.
No, I got a bone to pick with champagne.
Oh, man, come on!
Pam,
I knew
come
it.
on.
I knew this was going to come up.
I told you I was going to come at him hard.
Yep.
And I'm going to take it easy on him because I think he's a listener, and I appreciate his attention, and
Loyal
I appreciate
listener.
his loyalty, and I believe his bride also listens, and that's great, and we appreciate that.
I appreciate
but I have
that.
said it time and time again.
Time and time again.
If you disagree with us, send us an email.
Now here's the back.
Load this podcast at gmail.com or drop us a line on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at Load This Podcast.
Now here's the background of this.
Hold on, let him finish. He's
little
getting
rant.
all those things.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
well, I think that's other than the YouTube thing, get a load of this podcast on YouTube. But if you got a bone to pick with, if you disagree with something that I have said, I would love to hear it direct from the proverbial horse's mouth.
I should have made a drink.
Here's for all of you listeners who are still tuned in. Here's the background of this story that got Ryan so riled up, and I knew it would. That's why I sent it to you. So
I'm really not that upset. I think it's funny. I'm playing into his.
A good buddy of mine sends me an email personally that says,
God forbid he posted on social
right,
media.
I know. Well, he's careful. This was in reference to the episode where Ryan was talking about
shoe shines.
getting
Is
shoes,
this a cobbler thing?
cobblers,
Yeah.
and people getting their
How
shoes.
are you mad about that?
No, listen.
Well, because hey, hold on.
Because this was in reference to Ryan talking about people getting their shoes refinished, new soles put on their dress shoes and boots and
So
stuff.
he agreed with me.
He said,
Right, I've seen it.
So, yeah.
but
he started the
My buddy
conversation.
says-
He came out of the gate
says,
wrong.
I don't often agree with Ryan,
So that's where I stopped. I'm like, all right, fuck everything else. What the fuck else don't you agree with me about?
but
Let's talk about this.
But he's totally right about resoling shoes.
We definitely should have done the whiskey after.
So, of course, I saw that and I copied and pasted. I got to send this to Ryan. So I sent it to Ryan, and I knew it was going to get under his skin.
It was minutes later. I mean,
I
was
don't
typing
often
as fast
agree with Ryan, but
Yeah. So,
it's like, what the fuck? You don't agree with me.
Here's the reality. I mean, I'm playing it up a little bit, but I would love. I love debate. I want people to tell me I'm wrong, and I want to hear why I'm wrong.
Yep.
And I want you to be able to listen to me tell you why I think you're wrong. That's the beauty of debate, and we can walk
but
away.
Ryan is never going to stop until he wins. So
No, that's not true.
Did I tell you the other day my
That's not true.
mother-in-law emailed me basically the same thing?
They're all bitching about Ryan.
I'm listening to Ryan, and I can't believe it. I don't agree with anything he's saying. And I wanted to send that to you, too. But,
yeah, well, no, I welcome debate. And I would invite your friend.
Yeah.
And him and I have had a great conversation at your kitchen table. And he's a great guy. He's a nice guy. I enjoy his company.
have I met him? I haven't met him.
I don't think so.
But I think we need to have him as a guest. I want a list. I want a spreadsheet.
Of all the
I
things
don't need
you
your
disagree
stances
on.
on these things. We'll let that be the surprise of it. But I just tell me what you would disagree with me on, and let's have a
Listen,
civil
folks,
conversation.
He can't stand it. He can't take it. He can't
Well,
stand that people disagree with him.
No, I think I know that there's a shitload of people out there that don't agree with me. But a loyal listener like that's a friend of yours that I've had conversations with in the past, and I don't think we agreed a whole lot during that conversation either when I met him. But it was a good conversation. It was respectful. It was respectful, and it was jovial, and we had a fun night. We drank some beers. That we should do that again. Because I think he's gotten to know me a lot through the podcast, which is great, and I appreciate it. But I think I need to get him in the studio and learn
Do
a little
us
bit
all
more
a favor,
about him.
folks. Please send in emails and tweets and Instagram posts where you disagree with Ryan.
Do it.
Yeah, please do.
Do
It's
it
great
even if
entertainment.
it's you learning how to email.
Yeah.
So tell us once again, how can they get a hold of us
Well,
to disagree with Ryan?
yeah, if you want to disagree with me on
Here's his phone
anything,
number.
Yeah. At Load This Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can send us an email, loadthispodcast@gmail.com. And check us out on YouTube. Get a load of this podcast on YouTube. And you can leave comments there as well. We've got a few subscribers on YouTube, and I know I've said this countless times. We're working on video. It's going to happen. I pitched to the guys here tonight.
You people aren't going to want to see the first video because it's going to be me.
No, the first video, I'm telling you, is us getting our asses waxed.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Man.
Well, that's fine. We're going to start.
We're not committed to that yet. I just
We're
want
going
to
to
put that out
start
there.
with me getting, wow.
It's get a load of this spa day.
W:W.
Not the colon, the 2 dots, the 1 dot.
Yeah,
just the 1 dot.
Yeah, the brown dot. The old brown dot. You know.
No, I think we're going to do a lot of pixelation on this video.
Pixelation.
It may not be YouTube worthy. We might get banned, but no, it's just one idea I had. I don't know.
It is an idea.
I think we need some of your drone. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
But if you're listening on Christmas Eve or Christmas, we appreciate it. Happy holidays and Merry
Hey, you know
Christmas.
what? Put this on in front of the whole family.
That's right.
You'd be surprised. Grandma will be like, that's not too bad.
Those sound like nice gentlemen.
Yeah. And I
They've said fuck 47 times, Grandma. Yeah, fuck them.
I haven't said shit wallet yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Thank God you haven't.
Thank God I haven't. I've been in good restraint with that.
Yeah, because if you did, I mean, that would just throw
be
the
terrible.
whole thing off.
Yeah, it would be. That would be
the
terrible. Shit wallet is a horrible word.
It is. It paints a picture.
It does paint a picture. It's you put things in your wallet. You keep them there for safekeeping.
All right.
Well, we got the New Year coming up, so Happy New Year.
Happy
holidays.
New Year. Baby New Year.
As usual, fuck the Cubs.
Fuck the Cubs.
Until next time, I'm Jared.
I'm Ryan.
This is Joe.
And get a load of this.
So she's asking me for I told her I wanted a slim, like a front pocket wallet, you know? Because imagine this this thing's ridiculous. I mean,
yeah, right.
That's a
Costanza.
lot.
That's a wallet.
Yeah. So I'm like, and it's bullshit. I don't need half the crap in here, right?
Yeah, I do mine out pretty frequently.
Well, what I've told her is I want to just leave this in like the console of my truck with shit that I don't use every day, and then I have a nice slim front pocket wallet for the critical shit: driver's license, debit card, some cash, insurance card.
Just get a money clip.
Yeah, but I want something that's going to keep it nice.
Yeah,
that's why they call them money clips.
Yeah, but I don't carry a lot of cash though. That's the thing.
But they got the money clips with the little fit, dude. They got some hoss ass money clips now.
Well, so she's asking me for where's which one do you want? I'm like, this is Christmas, God damn it! I've told you the general idea of what I'm looking for.
Yeah, but you're looking. Dude, that's something real personal, man. And it's gonna have to work. A wallet to me. I mean, I got my first trifold wallet. I got it as a gift. I loved it. I used it for 10 years.
Wow.
But, yeah, wore that bitch out.
That thing was ratty as hell.
Yeah. And, but now, shit like that, I got to do that myself.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine just got, I don't know if it's a wallet or it's more than a money clip, but it's one of those low profile, whatever.
Right.
But it's a tactical.
Ooh.
So it's got a bottle opener on it. It's got like this jagged edge on one side. It's not sharp, but
like
it's
a box
almost
opener?
Kind of.
Just enough to fucking hurt yourself
Snaps
when you fall.
shut.
Right.
It's real thin, real low profile. It's awesome. But it was like $80
So
or something.
we don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't got no cash to put in it then.
Right. I'm going to tell her something with gadgets. She's going to be like, what?
Something with gadgets. She's going to tape a dildo to it. Here you go, fucker.